Well, let's try that again. Had time. Have Rich help me tie my shoe. I've been doing so much better with that. Today is Friday the 16th. It's 7 o'clock. We're just leaving Governor Clement and heading up Mount Killington. Really nice place to camp. A little confusing why they'd spend $8 million on a handicapped accessible privy and not put in a bear box, but these are questions that I have no answers for. It's cloudy. We have not been able to see the forecast because there's no service, down there. Hoping we can get up and over before it rains. Anything to add this morning, sir?
Nope, just out hiking.
His hip seems to be a little better so far. Hoping that it will hold out today, 10 miles. We have come 2.14 and we have 2.1 left to go and 935 more to go up. So we've chipped away at a good chunk of it. It's sadly overcast on one hand, but on the other hand, it's not hot. So that's good. It's plenty humid and we're both sweating. Yeah, this is there's not been a lot of stuff fall down around here. Overall, the trail's not bad. It's just an arduous climb. That's the sky, gray. Anything to add, sir?
If I sweat anymore, there won't be anything left of me.
There you go. That last mile of trail was messed up. Guess it's erosion, but it was hard and sketchy. We have about 1.5 miles to go, 600 more feet. We're pretty much in the clouds. I mean, it's definitely an up, but you can do it. It'd be harder in the heat or the rain. That's enough talking. I'm out of breath. Well, the trail has calmed down considerably. We're happy for that. We're exactly 1 mile from the peak, and we have 269 feet left to climb and 121 down. So for all intents and purposes, unless this goes back to that nasty insanity we went through, we've kicked this one. A little bit of mud. Nothing you can't manage. At this point, we're immune to mud. We have 50 more miles of Vermont. If we can actually pull this off, maybe we'll say goodbye to the mud. We're gonna spend a little time at the top. Haven't figured out where we're staying. Either Rutland or Killington, and have a bunch of other decisions to make, but once those are all made, we'll share them. Well, yes, we're in the clouds. It's windy. Hopefully the rain will hold off. We pulled up the forecast for Rutland and it was partly sunny and no rain all day, so I got nothing. Arrived at Killington Shelter. There's some nice big old tent platforms, and there's the shelter. You want to go down to the shelter, babe? You do? And there's Carl and Slow Jam. Hey. How's it going? Hey. Well, this is a nice shelter. Yeah, oh. We are going to begin the climb down. Carl took the 0.2 very steep trail and went up to the top. He could see nothing.
Danger.
Yeah, he said it was hand to hand, and I'm just glad that none of us tried to do it but him. I told him to send me the video. Hopefully he'll be able to. I'll add it. But now we begin the descent, and I'm gonna pay attention so I end up on the right trail.
My last video, it is gray totally up here. Hard to see.
We just ran into another Sobo. He says it's gonna rain like the dickens tomorrow, so for once we're gonna time a town day when the weather's not bad, so that's good. We have a little under 4 miles to go, 344 up and 1870 I think it was down. Weather's the same. It's not cold. It was up at the top, real misty, but we should be able to hopefully roll through this. It's a little muddy in spots. It's muddier than it was on the other side, I think.
Back of the bus?
Yeah, how's the back of the bus?
Back of the bus had a common part this morning, but it's back together. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the entire bus needs to have a conversation when we get to town. We'll figure it out. It doesn't look as creepy on the video as it does in person.
Oh God, it really doesn't, does it?
This is kind of like the woods that Hansel and Gretel got lost in, I swear, except the bird. Yeah, it's just like, it's like misty and creepy and closed in, and of course, muddy. Yeah, can you tell we're a little bored? See, this kind of mud has a sheen to it, has a patina. I try to avoid it because I assume it would be slippery. Okay, enough of that. We just saw Lone Wolf, who Rich met him last night at the shelter. He was camping down by the water. And then we just saw another Sobo. We are seeing a steady stream of Soboers now. You know, there are never going to be as many of them as there are Nobos, but they are definitely getting into the same airspace as us. And I'm pretty impressed with them. I mean, heck, if they can get through Vermont, worst thing they got after that, in my opinion, is Pennsylvania. We are about 2.5 miles from the bottom. Still have about 1,400 feet to go down because they haven't really been terribly serious about getting us down there, but we seem to be going a little more steadily down now, so hopefully they won't just drop us off a cliff at the end. This is Menden Lookout. In the winter, I bet it's awesome, but hey, it's better than what we got on top of Killington, so we'll take it.
What those mountains are.
I don't know. They're big. Maybe it will. We're probably about 2 miles from the road. I figured I'd do a morning, it's not morning now, it's an afternoon water feature because we haven't done one in a while. This sure is pretty. I'm not even sure it's on Gut Hook, but it's like 1.7 from the road. It's really nice. Be a good place to cool off and rinse off. Of course, now the sun is out. I wonder if it's out on top of the mountain. I have no idea, but I mean, AccuWeather kept telling me it was partly sunny in Rutland, so it's going to be interesting to find out from anybody who came down later. Timing in life is everything. I'm kind of glad it's sunny anyway, because I don't want to go into town wet. We have to decide if we're going to try to do the bus or hitch. You know, hitching and us, our record is spotty at best. We are probably, gosh, 2/10 maybe, 3 at the most, from the parking area, the road, whatever it is. And then we're going to take a look at the book and figure out what's next. The woods are beautiful. Sun's out. It's a little warm, but very pleasant. And somebody was telling us that tomorrow it was gonna pour buckets, so I'm glad we're gonna get in before all that starts. The trail coming down from Mount Killington is not like it's not like expressway. I mean, it takes a little doing, and there's some ups in there as well as downs. I think, really, honestly, it was on a difficulty scale. It was almost as hard as the way up, except for that one sketchy mile on the way up that had so many roots and erosion. But I think it's going to be good to get into town. We are needing a shower. Clothes are dirty. At least they're not muddy wet. Got to find a hiker-friendly restaurant because we smell like hikers. Well, we have arrived. A beautiful little brook. Ouch. And here's the road. There, that's better. Now we got to figure out what we're doing. Because it's just a road. There's not a whole lot going on out here, as near as I can tell. One last bit of mud. Got to get you before you leave. Oh dear. That's a big mountain up there. That's probably tomorrow or the next day. And we are here. This is the Travel Inn, and it is one of the 2 hotels in Gut Hook that show up for Rutland. It is right across from Ginger China, where we attempted to dine in, but when we arrived there, we discovered that it was call-in only, so we're taking it back to the Roadway Inn, which is where we're staying. I wanted to just show you these 2 hotels. The Travel Inn is cheaper. It has coin laundry. I mean, the reviews are terrible for both hotels, honestly. So, you know, your mileage may vary, but staying at the Roadway, yeah, we'll talk about that more. Good evening.
Hi, kids.
It's Saturday night, and it's late, so we won't talk too long.
17th of July.
Hopefully.
8 p.m. just about.
Yes, but as you saw us last in this video, we came into Rutland on US 4. Hindsight's 2020. It was a beautiful day. It was early. I wish we had hiked the extra 2 miles to the end at the long trail, because then we wouldn't have to do that tomorrow. But we somehow, I guess we had it in our heads that we had to go to 4 to get the bus, but you can get the bus from the end of the long trail as well.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, but you know, slow jam and crawl. We all came in together. We rode the bus, and 8-man rode it as well. And we got to the bus terminal, and we couldn't figure out how to get where we wanted to go. And the bus driver took pity on us and took us to the restaurant.
Wait here 15 minutes. I'll get you on another bus and take you right over there.
But you have to get off really quick because it's not a stop.
Yeah. Oh, nice guy.
But as we were hiking down out of Killington Mountain, which was completely, as you saw, fogged in, and then Rutland is completely sunny.
The wind was blowing like nuts up there.
Yeah, but Rich gets a text, and it's Iceman.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he wanted to know where we were because we hadn't turned our tracker on.
It says you're still in Manchester. I'm like, ooh, that's like 4 days ago. Oops.
You know, we just forgot to turn it on because, you know, we didn't know anyone was looking, but obviously Iceman was. And so we turned it on, and he texts Rich, and he's in Rutland, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I just couldn't believe he was up here. It was wonderful to see him. So thankful and appreciative of his help as always. He's just an amazing man.
Yeah, because he asked us if we wanted to slack pack today, and we said, no, we're taking a 0. And Rich needs to go to the urgent care, which he'll tell you about that. And so Iceman took us running around all day today. First stop was the urgent care.
2 hours.
Which was actually not bad. They were really good urgent care.
They're great.
I'll try to put the name here in case you ever need them.
People there are really super professional, friendly, nice, helpful. I mean, they're just, you know, everything you could be. I mean, good sense of humor, you know. Yeah, it was a drive.
But real quickly, it was because of his right hip, which you know he's been having trouble with. And they did an x-ray.
Yeah.
And it is arthritis, but they said, you know, it's like a 4 or 5 out of a scale of 10. And they kind of changed around some of his medications and made some suggestions for some other stuff, like some magnesium for that, you know, fatiguey feeling he'd been having. And hopefully it will all kick in. You know, by the time we get to Hanover, if he's not seeing some improvement, we're either going to have to...
We're going to have to figure something out.
Yeah. You know, we'll see. Maybe a steroid shot. We just don't know what we can do this far from home. And if we have to end up going home, I don't know that we'll be able to come back up and summit. I don't know. But hopefully that won't happen. We're just hoping that this is going to fix it. Hand's doing fine. We're 2 weeks in, so, you know, hopefully in a couple more weeks that'll be working. But anyway, so
that's
then Iceman...
Good way to... She's, you know, the one-armed hiker is still hiking me in the dirt. So.
But then Iceman took us to Walmart, which was under siege.
That place was so busy, man. They were wrecking each other in the parking lot.
And those hikers had bought everything. There were entire shelves that were empty, and it was mostly just hiking stuff. But we got some of our stuff there, but one of the things we needed was waterproofing because of our Z-Packs raincoats suddenly wetting out. So Iceman took us to Dick's too, and the people there couldn't have been nicer.
It's going to be interesting to see how this stuff works.
Yeah. It was some, I found it in the shoe department, but it said it was for shoes, backpacks, outdoor gear. So, fingers crossed.
Raincoat might work, and we sprayed them down, and we took them for a walk down to the Walgreens in the grocery. It rained a little bit, and the rain beat it up nicely on the jackets. How that's going to work truly in the field, who knows?
Right, but yeah, you know,
I did buy some similar stuff to this back years ago when we were running a lot, and I sprayed down my gear. It was cold, it was winter, but it was raining a lot, and I sprayed my shoes and clothes and stuff with a similar product. I made it through the whole race, and I was dry. The rain was just bouncing right off me. So, and I'd never been able to find that stuff again, interestingly enough. But this stuff seems to act a whole lot like it. I'm hopeful it'll work really well.
Yeah, but so then we came back here to the Roadway Inn, which, you know, in Gut Hook, you have the Roadway Inn and you have the Travel Inn, which I showed you in the video. It's not terrible, but honestly, it hasn't been great. You know, having to go to the clothes basket and do laundry and pay $10 or $11. And then I'm going to put a picture of the sign in here right now. And most everything on that sign is not true. There is no Wi-Fi at the moment.
That's a big lie, what's on that sign.
Yeah, no Wi-Fi at the moment. Hot breakfast, no free waffle. No, it's just none of that's there.
Maybe the $5 gift card that you've got to really pry out of them that they tell you they'll give you will buy you a waffle.
Well, no, because I don't even think Dunkin' Donuts has waffles. But anyway, so tomorrow we're going to head back out and Iceman's going to slack us.
Yeah.
Which is super, super kind. And hopefully he's going to be able to slack us 14 and a half to, I can't pronounce the road, I'm not even going to try. I'll put it in here at the bottom. And he's going to have to check it to be sure he can still get to the trail on it.
I bet that's what he was doing this afternoon, knowing him.
That could have been. But we kind of have a rough plan to get to Hanover in 3 days. There's a possibility we may reach out to Hanover Adventures if we need some help slacking the rest of the way in, if it may help Rich's hip. But we're definitely, I mean, hopefully Slow Jam and Crawl will catch up with us because after we came in and had lunch, her sister and brother-in-law came and met them, and they're spending the weekend with them, so they're going to be a day behind us. And thank you to Shelly and Nate for giving us a ride to the hotel because we were smelly.
Yeah, it was nice meeting them and stuff, too.
Yeah,
nice
but hopefully the kids will catch back up to us because it's not going to be the same without them, and we'll wait for them, and then maybe we can all slack going forward because, you know, I would prefer it while this is still on the mend and while he's getting his wheels back under him. And the kids have never done it, so hopefully once they start slack packing, they'll realize that it's really pretty cool.
Oh, they're wide. Those two are wide open.
I know they're peaking at the right time. They're hitting their stride.
I'm going in the ditch at the wrong time.
I know, but
all right,
it's gonna rain.
Let's get packed up.
Okay.
3 days of rain ahead, all the way to Hanover. Rain today, tomorrow, the next.
But yeah, I mean, I know by the time you see this, whatever happens was going to have happened. But image positive.
See you guys.
Night.